12 News at 4 continues with that breaking news we've been following of that missing pregnant teenager from Beaver Dam now found safe. Police say the father of her unborn child is in custody. Authorities in Nebraska located 17-year-old Sophia Franklin and 40-year-old Gary Day at a convenience store in Omaha. Day is charged with 2 counts of child enticement and 2 counts of child abduction. Attorney Dan Adams is joining us now in studio. Dan, of course, it's nice to have you. Thank you for being here. The allegations in this case are disturbing. What is next for this?
Totally. This is a parent's worst nightmare.
Yes.
And to recap, this is a situation where this child, 16 years old, late last year, was living outside of her house. Evidently was estranged from the family. The family thought she was living with a friend. In fact, she was in Arkansas with this 40-year-old man that she had met earlier in the year in April online, and somehow had gotten to Arkansas, was cohabitating with him, became pregnant with his child. He was on felony probation in Arkansas. His probation agent went to see him, and lo and behold, there's this 16-year-old from Wisconsin there. She comes back to Beaver Dam only for this individual, this 40-year-old man allegedly, to come to Beaver Dam and take her again. Yeah. So it's almost just a nightmare situation. There's some challenges here, though, under Wisconsin law. Again, we have somebody that's attained the age of 16. So this isn't sexual assault of a child. This is still something we would call statutory rape or sexual intercourse with someone who has not attained 18. So that's a misdemeanor offense, right? And we don't know what happened in the state of Wisconsin. We know that a lot of this stuff happened out of state. So what is the actual criminal liability in Wisconsin? The DA in Dodge County believes that it's child enticement, which is to bring a child out of their home with the purpose to harm that child or to have a sexual relationship with that child. There's also abduction of a child, which is to take the child with some type of criminal purpose.
Okay, and a sheriff in Nebraska did speak this afternoon after Day was arrested. We want to listen to what he said.
The question is what's going to happen to Mr. Day. We have him on local charges, but they're just misdemeanors. There's a lot of felony warrants. That's why we took him to jail. So eventually the prosecutors from all those jurisdictions are going to have to get together and figure out what's going to happen to Mr. Day. As I said, I bet the Wisconsin authorities, he's got 4 felonies up there. They probably want him pretty bad because that's where she's from. They could go down to Arkansas with their local charges down there, or they could go the federal route. It's really early to say where he's going to go from here.
How would charges in this case work or potentially work?
Well, it's not uncommon to have someone with charges around the country. And here, obviously, the DA up in Dodge County has charged felonies. He will be extradited. I'm sure she's trying to extradite him from that Omaha area back to our state. He's an absconder from his parole or probation down in Arkansas, so they have a warrant. Certainly, they'll collaborate and figure out which jurisdiction he will go to. I don't think that Nebraska has first dibs on him, but certainly he'll answer these charges one way or the other.
And you talked about Sophia's age, too. She was 16, now she's 17. With her being 17, technically an adult in Wisconsin, can she legally choose to not go home at this point?
Well, no. She is going to be home for the next year or so as she attains 18. There are mechanisms that she could attempt to try to get out of her parents' custody. I don't think that would be successful. Obviously, there's a lot we don't know. I mean, we're talking about Arkansas, Wisconsin, Idaho, and now Nebraska. What type of things happen and what jurisdictions could create more criminal liability for this individual?
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens next. A lot happening in this case, though.
Big time.
Dan, thank you for your time. We appreciate it and your expertise as well.